Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. It looks like something out of a Fast and Furious movie, but it's real life and happening here in Vegas, street racing. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour shows us the shocking footage. Renee?
Jen, dispatch logs show that police were called to the intersection of Flamingo Road and Las Vegas Boulevard at 1:37 a.m. on August 12th after a report of reckless driving. Metro Police Department Captain Dory Corrin said in a tweet, quote, "We don't tolerate this type of illegal and dangerous behavior. That's why we went to great lengths to track down and arrest all 3 of these out-of-state reckless drivers." A spokesperson later said 4 people were arrested. No other information was provided. Now, this isn't the only time you've probably seen street racing or reckless driving in the Valley. Stay with us by visiting lvrj.com, where next week we will explore more on the increase in these events in our streets. Jen?
Thanks, Renee. And some sad news tonight. A Las Vegas police sergeant has passed away from COVID complications. He was only 36 years old. Douglas King worked in Summerlin and was set to receive a Medal of Honor in November. According to Metro Police, he was a well-liked sergeant who was known for his great personality and uplifting disposition. King is survived by his wife Cinnamon and 3 daughters. And employees at Delta Airlines will reportedly get charged $200 a month through the company's health plan if they fail to get vaccinated against COVID. Delta also plans to stop extending pay protection to unvaccinated workers who test positive. This comes after United Airlines announced it'll require employees to get vaccinated or face termination. In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. We have some good news for homeowners, but not so much for house hunters and renters. Rents in Southern Nevada are soaring, outpacing other cities. The Las Vegas Valley's rent is the second fastest growing in Zillow's report, just behind Phoenix. As for why, pretty much the same reason as rising house prices.
A lot of people have been moving here over the past year and a half during the pandemic, especially from more expensive areas in California or Seattle or other cities. You know, a lot of these folks are working remotely. They can live in Vegas. They can get a bigger home for less money than what they had before.
The typical rent of a Las Vegas area home is now about $1,600 a month, a 22% jump from a year ago, a much bigger jump compared to the nationwide increase of 9%. Plus, house prices hit a new record yet again. The median price in the Vegas area is now more than $440,000. And look at this chart. House builders reversed a 3-month slide with more than 1,100 net sales, up 20% from June. New homes, condos, and townhomes all surpassed their previous all-time highs set in June. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. It's staying warm in the 80s with increasing humidity and just a slight breeze. Looking at the rest of the week, Clark County's smoke advisory due to California wildfires has been extended to Friday. Expect more hazy skies for the next couple of days. Highs staying hot, around 109 degrees. But then we'll start cooling off early next week with some rain possibly coming our way. In Lifestyle, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assisted Living and Memory Care. The best care for the best life. Buffet lovers in Summerlin can soon feast. The Marketplace Buffet at the Rampart Casino Resort will reopen on Thursday, serving prime rib and rotisserie meats, produce, soups, Mediterranean dishes, brick oven pizzas, along with Asian foods and desserts. And it'll get pretty noisy over at the Nellis Air Force Base. Tomorrow morning, the 99th Civil Engineers Squadron will detonate unserviceable munitions that can't be safely stored or shipped. That's set to go off from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Here's your sports update, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. The Raiders are dealing with some serious injuries heading into the final week of the preseason that have left some big holes at the linebacker position. Nicholas Morrow has a foot injury, and Javin White suffered a knee injury during the team's Week 2 win over the Rams on Saturday.
They're both going to be out for a while. Looks like Morrow will be out a little bit longer than White. So that's unfortunate, but we'll have to continue to develop our young linebackers and perhaps find another. I mean, I'm not going to announce any injuries until I have to, but obviously we're concerned about them being available.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. John Rahm is the 6-1 favorite at Circa Sports for the PGA Tour's BMW Championship, which starts Thursday in Baltimore. Justin Thomas is next at 16-1, followed by Bryson DeChambeau at plus 1950. Handicapper Wes Reynolds is betting on Thomas, DeChambeau, and 4 others this week. Read a full preview with all of Reynolds' selections at lvrj.com.
In Health, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. Clark County tops 300,000 COVID cases just a week after topping 5,000 deaths in total. Meanwhile, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ordered unvaccinated troops to immediately begin to get their COVID-19 shots in the wake of the FDA granting full approval to the Pfizer vaccine. According to Pentagon data, 800,000 service members have yet to get their shots. Plus, with rising COVID numbers, more students within the Clark County School District are moving to online learning, jumping by 68% since the beginning of the school year. The Nevada Learning Academy at CCSD now has more than 7,000 students, with more applications pouring in. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Review Journal's Johnny Katz talks one-on-one with Carlos Santana.
I'm numb right now because, I have a lot of respect for him as a light, spirit, soul, and musicianship.
Santana often shared the same bill as the Rolling Stones and is still mourning the death of their drummer. Meanwhile, Santana's own show at the House of Blues relaunches tonight.
We haven't played almost 2 years, it feels like. It's important to revisit the songs in such a way that we take people into that place where they grew up with. But no matter how you can grab the set and just make a confetti out of it, and wherever it lands, we can play it like that.
Santana will also play his songs from his upcoming album, Blessings and Miracles. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here for more 7 at 7 tomorrow. Sleep tight.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.